I kick it? Got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. These right here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And not much. Much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Locke working out of the gun. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
They'll take over.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And, boy, there's that elusiveness on display, spinning forward and able to get 6 yards out of that. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Newton. And that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. From the gun, here's Newton. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
On 3rd down, Newton buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. No doubt they were hoping for 7 points out of this drive, CD. The good news, they could at least salvage 3 because that ball went bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the bounce that they got? They kept them in field goal range. You're exactly right. They get a chance to get 3 points out of it and not cost themselves.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And some room to work. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Washington. Kyle Juszczyk, 5 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he'll be out right at the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Able to get this to Gordon. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, the 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And no good. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On second down now, it's Gordon, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Here's Newton being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep lefts, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Sterling Shepard, 79 yards. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Well, that big score all started with Cam being forced from the pocket, but when he's outside of the pocket, it doesn't really bother him.
And part of that is the word you use, big, right? He bought extra time by moving outside of the pocket, which means receivers can get downfield farther, and Cam's got more than enough arm to find him, and we end up with a big play.
Washington takes over first and 10. At their own 32-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
And 10.
From the gun, it's Locke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this.
That's caught at the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Devontae Parker, 57 yards. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Washington 20, Eagles 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
Cam Newton sacked. A 10-yard loss on the play.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there.
In a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
On the run, it's Robinson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Justin Jefferson. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Makes this Washington 27, Eagles 10. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he finds Cook. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind. On 2nd and 12, Newton. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
29 yards.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 23. And this is Shepard on the jet sweep. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
He was brought down.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Third and long, it's Newton. Strong coverage by Washington, and now fourth down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. And he finds his tight end, Graham.
Pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Throwing again on second down. Locke. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They fake the give. Newton dancing to his left. He'll run it, and he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Looking for Shepard deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
Thus far, they haven't been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
Aldrich Rosas.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Rosas good with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. Looking deep for Hilton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Locke. Sets up the screen to Robinson. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Escaping the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Right there, 54, right there.
Operating from the gun, Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Justin Jefferson making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on.
Is good.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the route is on here in this first half. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Off play action. Newton. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Play action. It's Newton. Out out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Locke. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
3rd down.
They look to throw. It's Locke, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. James Robinson with his first career touchdown in his first career game as his guys continue to pour it on. And he's got it up and through.
Makes this Washington 48. Eagles 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. John Johnson with the INT. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop. Play action. Now it's Locke. And left side here, it's Graham. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Justin Jefferson now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead. And his kick is good.
Makes this Washington 55. Eagles 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Pass intercepted. They'll take over first and 10.
On first down, Robinson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 28-yard line.
On play action, Locke. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
They'll take over.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Washington.
That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Graham. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
At the 21-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a first down again.
That's another Washington first down. 1st and goal at the 5.
Again, it's Locke. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Kyle Juszczyk. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And this offense continues to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes this Washington 62. Eagles 10. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
from the 41. Locke, going for Jefferson. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll run on first down. Robinson, he'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they've become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 2-yard line.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. James Robinson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he's able to put it through.
Makes this Washington 69, Eagles 10. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth. And now here is another interception. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check 9, check 9.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Washington on 3rd down. And even 40 yards.
1st down and 10 yards to go.
Clock now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Washington on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown!
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 39 yards there, a big one. Now a first down throw for Newton. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Jared Cook, his Pro Bowl tight end, was the target. But now it'll be third down.
Third down. And 5.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They snap it to Newton. Open man is Gordon, complete.
Newton's pass.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. On 1st and 10, Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
At the 45-yard line.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Block off of play action. Gets this one to use check. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll run here with Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Today's finals.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Washington, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.